Walaikum salam, Hari. Class 10, good morning and assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me, beta? Okay, Walaikum salam, everybody. Okay, I hope everybody will be fine. Right now in our class, we have only seven participants, including me. 7 participants are there. Just wait for a few seconds to let other students join the class, and then I'm going to start my lecture. In the meanwhile, you can bring your English literature copies and other stuff that is required for doing your classwork. You can bring all those things with you, okay? Okay, just we are waiting for a few students more to join the class. Uh, Few days back, beta, I was checking your winter vacation homework, the letter, essay. Walaikum salam, Mama. I was checking your winter vacation homework. Most of the students have done very good job, and even few students, I think, if I'm not wrong, few girls have got full marks as well, as your winter vacation homework was of 15 marks, and few girls have got 15 out of 15. But few things that I want to discuss with you people is that, especially in regard your essay writing. Because the topic of your essay writing was lockdown and its impact on society. But I just want to tell you this thing that few students, I think they have not grabbed the topic. Basically, what was the topic? The topic was that you were supposed to talk about the lockdown and what are the consequences, what are the results of, what are the impacts of those of that lockdown on our society, how this society is being suffered, how we are suffering as a student, as a citizen, or what are the impacts of that lockdown on all the social circles, on our finances. लेकिन बहुत से बच्चों ने क्या किया कि they have only discussed about coronavirus. What is coronavirus? How many cases have been reported in Pakistan? And what should we do? No, these students have, I'm not talking about all of you, I'm talking about few students who have not understood the topic. The topic hai kya basically? The topic was all about to discuss about the lockdown, कि lockdown क्यों हुआ है, किस रीजन की वजह से ये लॉकडाउन हुआ, एंड नाउ आफ्टर दिस लॉकडाउन व्हाट आर द कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस एंड इम्पैक्ट्स ऑन द सोसाइटी. सोसाइटी पर इस लॉकडाउन के क्या इम्पैक्ट आ रहे हैं, क्या असरात आ रहे हैं, क्या इफेक्ट्स आ रहे हैं. दैट वॉज द थिंग दैट यू वर सपोज्ड टू राइट इन दैट एसे. मैंने आपसे ये बात बिल्कुल नहीं पूछी कि व्हाट इज कोरोना वायरस, what are its precautions, how many cases are being reported in Pakistan. I don't care about all these things because these are not my topics. These were not the things to be discussed in this essay. This essay was all about the lockdown and its impact. हाँ, आप ये एक दो लाइन ऐड कर सकते हैं जो कि बहुत बच्चों ने की भी है कि why we are facing this coronavirus, why we are facing this lockdown in मतलब इसका बैकग्राउंड क्या है, what is the background of this lockdown. We are facing this lockdown because of this virus. हाँ, ये आप एक आध पैराग्राफ या हाफ पैराग्राफ इसका ऐड कर सकते थे. उसके बाद you were supposed to directly discuss about the lockdown and its impact. ठीक है, बहुत से बच्चों ने अच्छा भी किया, लेकिन बहुत से बच्चे ऐसे भी थे जिन्होंने इस टॉपिक को समझने की कोशिश ही नहीं की. ठीक है, दैट इज व्हाई आई थॉट टू करेक्ट यू. अच्छा जी, now we are coming towards our lecture, As you all know that this is our English language literature week, and we are repeating all the topics one by one. We did the revision of first lesson, the voice of God. We did the revision of professions, and yesterday what we have discussed and revised the poem Little Things. Okay, so what is the topic that I have included in today's lecture? First of all, we are going to see that. Okay, still few students are joining the class. Just let them join the class, and I am going to start my lecture. Acha. Just give me a few seconds, beta. Okay, today we are going to have our lecture number 69, and date is 14th of January 2021. Okay, today we are going to have our English literature lecture, and because of poor internet connection we are facing this problem. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, let's start our lecture. Today we are going to have our lecture number 69, and what is the topic that I have included in today's class is okay, somebody's mic is on, beta. Kindly switch off your mics. Who is talking? Switch off your mics. Okay, so today we are going to have our lecture number 69, and date is 14th of January 2021, and the topic, the lesson that I have included in today's class is, it's your lesson number 2 of your book. Acha, this is also part of your syllabus, the wise caliph, and today we are going to have a review of this lesson. It means that today we are going to revise this lesson number 2, the wise caliph. Okay. Basically, this is kind of a story, and most of the people say that it's a true story. Okay. Most of the people say that it's a true story about a wise caliph, Harun al-Rashid. And this is very, very important topic. You have to pay attention towards the lecture and its classwork or homework, whatever the work you have already done. This is very, very important topic. One thing I want to tell you is that, as you all know that your syllabus has been condensed, okay? Your syllabus has been condensed because of this coronavirus situation. Now we have, I think, if I'm not wrong, we are having only 15 lessons to prepare for our board examination. So you can say that जिसना उर्दू में कहा जाता है ना कि वक्त भी है अब हमारे पास, because your exams have been delayed, or I am coming to know these kinds of news that your exams will be in May or June maybe, but I'm not sure about these things. So this is, I think this is the best time to make the most of it. We should make most of this time, and whatever the 15 topics, 15 lessons that are part of our condensed syllabus, we should revise them each and everything. ठीक है, क्योंकि अब obviously syllabus already short हो चुका है. अब हमारे पास जो भी चीजें हमें उनको बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ना है. अच्छा, let's start revising the lesson. First of all, what is the basic thing? The first thing that is given in your book is, why was Caliph Harun al-Rashid famous? Or in other words, you can say that, why was what was Caliph Harun al-Rashid known and respected for? Okay? Or you can say, why was Caliph Harun al-Rashid famous? Or you can say, what was Caliph Harun al-Rashid known and respected for? ऐसी कौन सी दो adjectives थी? What were the two qualities for which those qualities Caliph Harun al-Rashid was very famous and known and respected for? Okay, so the answer is, Caliph Harun al-Rashid was famous for his wisdom and justice. The Caliph was wise in that manner, as he used to disguise himself to know the problems and difficulties of subject more freely and equally. Okay, what does subject mean here? Subject means the people, okay, the people of his country, ओके जिसको उर्दू में कहा जाता है उसकी रियाया उसके लोग सो these are the two qualities. Number one is wisdom and second one is justice, and because of these two qualities Caliph Harun al-Rashid was very famous and he was known and respected for these two qualities. Okay, the first one is wisdom. Wisdom means your intelligence, आपकी अक्लमंदी, and justice, justice means फेयरनेस इंसाफ ठीक है सो कैलिफ हारून रशीद was famous and very well known for his two adjectives, for two qualities. The first one is justice, wisdom, and the second one is justice. Okay, he used to disguise himself to know the problems and difficulties of the subject more freely and equally. So, in other words, you can say that he could disguise himself in the he used to wear the dress like common people. आम इंसानों की तरह dress up होके वो लोगों के दरमियान में जाते थे. He used to go among the people to know about their problems, their difficulties in a more freely and equally. ठीक है, ऑब्वियसली अगर वो एक कैलिफ के गेटअप में लोगों के बीच में चले जाएं तो बिकॉज ऑफ हिज इन्फ्लुएंस एंड बिकॉज ऑफ kind of, you can say, a respect, people may not share their problems very equally and freely. So this was the basic tactic of Caliph Harun al-Rashid, that he used to dress up in the dress of common man, common people, to go among them and to get how to know about their problems and difficulties. Okay, acha. Next thing is that why did the Caliph go through the streets of Baghdad at night? Yes, this is the true thing, that at night he used to mingle among the people. He used to go through the streets of Baghdad to mingle among the people, to mingle with the people, to know about their problems. Okay, so he would go through the streets of Baghdad to mingle with the common people in order to gain first-hand knowledge of their difficulties. Okay, first-hand knowledge means the fresh thing, the fresh knowledge जो आपको without any other source direct आपके पास आपको मिल रही है, is known as first-hand. As for example, हम लोग कहते हैं कि I have bought a second-hand car. It means that I have bought a used car. यानी कि वो कार पहले किसी और के इस्तेमाल में थी, पहले से यूज हो चुकी हुई थी और अब वो उसको मैंने परचेज किया. So this is called second hand. First hand means a new thing, a very fresh thing. So that is why instead of depending on his, you can say his ministers, कि वो अपने बुज़रा पे डिपेंड करता और उनके थ्रू जो चीज़ें उस तक पहुँचती उन पे रिलाई करता. नो, कैलिफ हारून रशीद, Caliph Harun, beta, today we are facing a poor internet connection. Kindly bear with it and kindly concentrate on your lecture. I'm trying my best to deliver it in a well manner. Okay, so he used to disguise himself as a common man, and he would mingle through the streets of Baghdad to get first-hand knowledge. He believed that by adopting the common lifestyle, he experienced the problems in true sense. और ये उनका मानना था कि लोगों के ही कुलिये में जाके, कॉमन लोगों के ही गेटअप में जाके उनसे बातचीत करना is something that to get information about the problems in real sense, in real true sense. Okay. Okay, so in this slide we have studied two things. First thing is that why was Caliph Harun al-Rashid was respected and known for? Why was he famous? What were the two adjectives or qualities for which Caliph Harun al-Rashid was famous? And the second thing that we have studied in this slide is that why he used to go through the streets of Baghdad at night. What was the reason? Okay. Now let's move forward. What was the dispute brought by the Qazi to the Caliph and why? Okay, one day he was on holding his coat like a normal day, like a usual day. He was holding his coat, and an incident happened that day. His Qazi brought a dispute to him. First of all, why did Qazi brought that dispute to him? Was he not able to solve that dispute? That is why he brought that dispute to the Caliph? Yes. Firstly, Qazi approached to the Caliph, saluted him, and presented a puzzled case which the Qazi couldn't solve. The mystery was disturbing the Qazi because the two men were claiming the ownership of the same horse. First of all, what was the dispute that was brought to Caliph by the Qazi? The dispute was that two people were claiming the ownership of the same horse. Both of them were claiming that this horse belonged to them, to him, you can say individually if we talk about. Okay, so this was kind of a confusing case, a puzzled case, and Qazi himself couldn't solve it. That is why he brought that mystery, he brought that disturbing case to the Qazi. Acha ji. Now, please keep it in your mind that there are two questions that have been given in this single question. One thing is that what was the dispute brought by the Qazi and why? So please don't forget to answer these what and why. First of all, in what you will write the answer, what was the dispute that was brought by the Qazi to the Caliph. And the second thing is that why was that brought to the Qazi? Was Qazi himself not able to solve that? Yes, the answer is Qazi himself was not able to solve it. He couldn't solve it because it was kind of a mystery, it was kind of a confusion, it was kind of a puzzled case that Qazi couldn't solve himself. And the case was that both men, two of the men were claiming the ownership of the same horse. वो दोनों ये दावा कर रहे थे कि ये horse उनसे belong करता है. अच्छा जी. Now, what was the dispute between the beggar and the rich man? Basically, masla tha kya? What was the problem between these two men? The dispute between the rich man and the beggar was because of a horse. Both of them were claiming the ownership of the horse plus accusing each other of robbery. First of all, the meaning of accusing means एक दूसरे पर इल्जाम लगाना, ठीक है? Robbery यानी कि डकैती, चोरी, ठीक है? Okay, so the problem was that both of them were claiming that this beautiful white horse belonged to me, and they were accusing each other of robbery. एक तो वो इस चीज का दावा कर रहे थे कि ये हॉर्स मुझसे बिलोंग करता है, और सेकेंडली वो एक दूसरे पर इल्जामात लगा रहे थे चोरी के. सो दिस वाज द बेसिक डिस्प्यूट बिटवीन द बैगर एंड द रिच मैन. Okay, now they both, first of all, after listening their problem, Caliph Harun-ur-Rashid asked one of them to tell their story. Sorry, both of them, दोनों से कहा, to tell their story one by one. So first of all, rich man started to tell his story. The rich man told the Caliph that he was riding towards the city. On his way, he saw a beggar who asked for a ride up to city gate. Afterwards, the beggar refused to get down from the horse and claimed that the horse was his. So this was all about the story of the rich man. He was telling the Caliph that he was riding towards the city gate, and on his way he saw a beggar who asked for a lift, who asked for a ride to the city gate. So when they reached to their desired destination, the beggar refused to dismount. The beggar refused to get down from the horse, and he claimed that he was the owner of that white, beautiful horse. Now it was the turn of the beggar. Let's see what did beggar tell the Caliph. The beggar told the Caliph that he had spent all his money on the horse. That morning, the beggar was riding to the city and saw the rich man walking along the road. He asked for a lift because he was in a hurry, but afterwards refused to dismount, claiming that the horse belonged to him. Now, this was the story of the beggar. You can see that the first of all, what did beggar say? He said that I have spent all my money on the horse. That is why I am in rags. यानी कि इसीलिए मैं चीथड़े पहने हुआ हूँ, फटे पुराने कपड़े पहना हुआ हूँ, because whatever the money I had spent all that money on this beautiful white horse. And then he again told his story that he was riding to the city gate, and on the way he saw the rich man walking along the road. He asked for a lift or a ride, and he was in a hurry. But afterwards, when they reached to the desired destination, the rich man refused to get down or dismount from the horse and claimed that he was the owner of that white beautiful horse. Okay, so what happened next? Wait. Yes. The beggar refused to get down the horse because he wanted to rob the rich man of his horse. He also fabricated a false story to claim his ownership. यानी कि एक तो उसने वो इसलिए भी घोड़े से नीचे नहीं उतरना चाहता था because he wanted to rob the rich man of his horse, and he also fabricated a false story as well. और उसने जल्दी जल्दी में एक झूठी कहानी भी घड़ ली to claim the ownership of that white beautiful horse. So now, till now, what we have studied, that first of all we talked about the two qualities, adjectives of the Caliph Harun al-Rashid. Then we studied the reason why he is supposed to go through the streets of Baghdad at night. Then we studied about the dispute that was brought to Caliph by the Qazi, and what was the dispute and why it was brought to the Caliph. We studied about it. Then what was the basic dispute between the rich man and the beggar, and after listening both the stories, the rich man also explained his story and the Caliph also told his story to the Caliph. Then what did the Caliph ask the rich man and the poor after listening their stories? Achha, now the Caliph has learned about the scenario, about the stories, what was the basic stories of both of them. Now, what did Caliph say? Caliph ne kya kaha? Basically, the Caliph ordered both of them to touch the horse one by one. Basically, the Caliph asked the rich man and the poor to put their hand on the horse one by one. Now, this was the way to get an idea about the real ownership of the horse. So, what happened next? When the beggar touched the horse, it winced as if it did not like the touch of his hand. Now see, when the beggar touched the horse did not like the touch of the poor man, and it winced. Winced means to shrink back, to flinch. यानी कि जिसको हम कहते हैं कि थोड़ा सा झिझक के और थोड़ा सा आप कह सकते हो कि घबरा के, to move back, पीछे की तरफ थोड़ा सा हो जाना, is called winced. So it was the response of that animal that he did not like the touch of the horse. This reaction of the animals show that it was not owned by the beggar. When the rich man touched the horse, it neighed and snorted with pleasure. So it means that when the rich man touched the horse, put his hand on the horse produced such kind of a sound that made this thing sure that the rich man was, no problem Harim, I am also facing a problem of poor internet connection, no problem. Okay, so when the rich man touched the horse, it produced such kind of noise or sound that has made this thing sure that the true owner, the real owner of the horse was the rich man. The reaction of the horse proved the true ownership of the rich man. Okay? As you all know that the animals are very very sensitive about their owners. एनिमल्स को बहुत अल्लाह ताला ने उनके अंदर ये खूबी रखी है, एक सलाहियत रखी है, एक एबिलिटी रखी है कि दे नो देयर ओनर वेरी वेल. उनको बहुत अच्छे से पता होता है अपने मालिक के बारे में कि हु इज देयर ओनर एंड हु इज नॉट. सो दिस वाज काइंड ऑफ अ ट्रिक of the Caliph Harun al-Rashid to make it sure who is the real owner of the horse. So when both of the men touched the horse one by one, when the poor man touched the horse made a move as he shrunk back, वो थोड़ा पीछे की तरफ हुआ. So this thing has proved that he was not the owner of the white horse. But when the rich man touched the horse produced such kind of a sound that has made this thing sure that the real master or the real owner of the white beautiful horse was rich man. Okay. What was the decision of the Caliph? So, or in other words, you can say that what did Caliph Harun al-Rashid pronounce after observing all this situation? The Caliph pronounced the beggar that he was a liar and wicked man, and by forgiving him, asked him to beg the pardon of the rich man. Afterwards, the rich man forgave him. यानी कि कैलिफ हारून रशीद ने कहा कि तुम झूठे हो और तुम मक्कार और जालिम इंसान हो. प्लस he forgave him, but he put a condition over there that you will ask forgiveness from the rich man as well. And rich man was a very kind and gentle man. He was a noble man. He forgave the rich man and also gave him a handful of gold coins as well. अच्छा ठीक है. अब ये क्वेश्चन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि व्हाट डिड कैलिफ हारून रशीद प्रोनाउंस या व्हाट वाज द डिसीजन ऑफ द कैलिफ हारून रशीद. नाउ दिस इज another very very important question. I am sorry beta, today we are facing a poor internet connection. Okay, so what is the moral of the lesson, the wise caliph? The lesson the wise caliph teaches us that if someone is dishonest to you and treats you in the bad manner, you should not treat him in the same manner in which he behaved. The best revenge for a bad deed is a good deed. Beta, this question is very very important. Please isko yaad kar lijiyega. Okay, what is the moral of the lesson, the wise caliph? So the basic lesson is that if someone is dishonest to you and treats you in the bad manner, you should not treat him in the same manner in which he has behaved. The best revenge for a bad deed is a good deed. So this was all about the lesson, its revision and explanation. Now we are moving towards our classwork, and what is the classwork that we are supposed to do in today's class is open your copies and kindly your cameras should be on standby. अपने cameras को भी standby पे कर लीजिए because as it daily we do randomly I will call out few names to show me your work. Okay, अच्छा जी, first of all write down in index the wise caliph review. Kindly write down in index the wise caliph review. Okay, Fawzia, I can see, yes, you are maintaining the index, very good. In index, you are supposed to write the wise caliph review. Okay, now after maintaining the index, now open your copy, and what are we going to do today? Today we are going to do a reference to the context. Okay, today we are going to have a question of reference to the context. Because this is very very important question, as you all know that it's of 6 marks, 2 marks each for the question, or even you can say 1 as well. Acha ji. Now write down the heading reference to the context and then write down the question. Read the given dialogue carefully and answer the following questions. Read the given dialogue carefully and answer the following questions. Okay, who can show me the work? Mehdi Raza, do you have a camera? Can you show me the work? Mehdi beta, can you show me the written work that you are doing? Nisha Kareem, can you hear me? Okay, now write the question, read the given dialogue carefully and answer the following questions. Yes, Misha, I can see. I can see. Okay, now you can switch off your camera, Misha. Okay, write down the dialogue. You are a liar and a wicked man. You are a liar and a wicked man. You have to write this dialogue in inverted commas plus with black pointer or blue marker to make it prominent. Okay, I hope you have written the dialogue. Now we are coming towards our question. Question number 1 is name the speaker. Name the speaker. Who is the speaker? Okay, please don't only write the name of the speaker, kindly give the complete sentence of the speaker. The name of the speaker is Caliph Harun Rashid. Yes, Harim, I can see you. The name of the speaker is Caliph Harun Rashid, and please be careful while writing the spellings of Caliph Harun Rashid. C capital for Caliph, H capital for Harun. Yes, Fauziya, I can see you, beta. Name of the speaker is Caliph Harun Rashid. Okay, now I hope you have written the answer of first question. Now we are moving towards our second question. Okay, Ariba Agha, do you have a camera and you can show me your work? Ariba Agha, are you there, beta? If you can show me your work through camera. Question number 2 is name the listener. Name the listener. Who is the listener? Hurry up. Please tell me the answer in the chat box. Who is the listener? Basically, listener is the beggar. The beggar is a listener. Acha. One thing which is very, very important to keep in your mind is that if the question is like this, who was the speaker? Your answer should also be in was. If the question is in is, like who is the speaker, answer should also be in is. But if the question is in this way, like name the speaker, name the listener, here you can write anything, either is or was, okay? You can write like this, the listener is beggar, or you can write like this, the listener was the beggar, okay? Acha ji. Question number 3 is, why was the listener a liar and a wicked man? Who will give me the answer of this question? Why was a listener a wicked and a liar and a wicked man? Hurry up. Very good, Amna. Very good. Amna has given the answer. the listener, who was the poor man, who was a beggar, he was a liar and a wicked man because he falsely claimed that the horse belonged to him and tried to rob the rich man of his wealth. Okay, rich man, beta. Okay, so the right answer is that the caliph, sorry, the poor man, the beggar was a liar and a wicked man because he tried to rob an honest and respectable citizen. Okay, I am repeating again. The listener was a liar and a wicked man because he claimed the false ownership of the horse. Okay, so the listener was a liar and a wicked man because he claimed the false ownership of the horse. Fazia, you are there. Better write down its answer. He claimed the false ownership of the horse and tried to rob an honest and respectable citizen. Next question is, mention the parts of the speech of the following: wicked and liar. यानी कि wicked और liar जो है ये कौन से दो parts of speech से belong करते हैं? First of all, wicked. Wicked is, who will tell? Fazia, you will tell me what part of speech is of wicked. Then I will tell you. Beta, wicked is adjective and liar is noun. Okay, kindly write down. Wicked is adjective. Beta, wicked is adjective and liar is noun. Once again, correct yourself. Wicked is adjective and liar is noun. Wicked is adjective and liar is noun. Okay. So I'm leaving now because today we have faced a lot of disturbance in today's class. Kindly complete your written work and inshallah, then I will repeat it tomorrow again, inshallah. Okay. Thank you. Allah Hafiz. Okay, answer number 3 is the beggar was, or the poor man was the listener was a liar and a wicked man because he claimed the false ownership of the horse, and tried to rob an honest and respectable citizen. Okay, Fazia, can I leave now, beta? Welcome, beta. Allah Hafiz.